What's up, everyone? It's the first video for Conline, day one.
Day one.
Yeah, baby.
Hour one.
Here shortly, we will have Tyler Kirkham coming on, but first we have a couple of things to read from our sponsors.
Yes, we do.
First sponsor being the Short Box Podcast. The Short Box is an award-winning comic book and pop culture podcast based in Jacksonville, Florida. Created in 2012 and hosted by Batter, Cesar, Ed, Ashley, and Drew, the show is on its sixth season of releasing weekly opinionated discussions centered around comic and pop culture topics. Industry professionals, actors, musicians, and content creators regularly join the show to chat about projects and the latest fandom news. If you've ever asked what's worth checking out, look no further and take a listen. You can find them on pretty much any podcast service.
And we've shared them a few times over the past week also in our feed. So if you want to scroll through that, they're there also.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good show. I recommend it. Let's see. Our next sponsor is JJ's Comics and Art by John Jesperson.
Yeah.
JJ's Comics and Art has been supporting the Comic Conline from the very beginning. Head over to their Instagram bio to check out the latest they have to offer. JJ reps Doug Mankey. For those of you that don't know, he helps out at just a wide array of artists. He's not their official rep, but he helps out guys like Pat Gleason. He helps out David Barron and other industry retailers as well by offering advice and just giving them anything that he has to offer. And the guy has a lot of experience, many of years. Next, we have Scott's Collectibles. Scott's Collectibles reps some of the top creators in the business and was kind enough to lend a few of their clients to the show. Head over to www.scottscollectibles.co.uk to see the latest offerings from their creators. Next up, we have Major Pain Comics. It is a new retailer looking to make an instant positive impact in the industry. Go to www.majorpain.com to check out what they have to offer. Next, we have Alpha Omega certification. They're the official CTC facilitator of Comic Conline. You can go to www.alphaomegacertification.com for an amazing list of signature submissions and opportunities. Brian Weeks, longtime friend of ours.
Yeah.
Good dude, honest guy.
Few good signings out going right now too also.
Oh, yeah. Some big ones. Let's see. Then we have Outright Geekery. Outright Geekery has had exclusive behind-the-scenes coverage of the events. If you head to www.outrightgeekery.com, you can check out the latest in comic-related news, pop culture, stuff like that, mostly comic stuff. Good guy. Henry Starling is got my contact with them, and I've known him for easily 5 years. I think even before he started this, so definitely recommend checking that out. I go there for my comic news because it's very few BS posts, a lot of pretty much fact check posts about the comic news. And then we have the Comic Book Shopping Network. It is a hub where retailers come together to host live sales every single day, pretty much every hour. There's something going on.
Amazing stuff.
Around the clock. It's the brainchild of Jesse James Comics, Jesse James, and Space Cadets Collection, Jen King. CBSN is the home for some of the best comic deals and people on Facebook. And finally, we have Oasis Comics, www.oasiscomics.com, your official home for Jay Lee and David Barron exclusive covers. Now available are the Power Ranger exclusive color blanks.
Those are awesome.
Yes, they are. So that's that. And we will get back to, let's make sure real quick that Tyler's ready. I hope he's ready. I'm going to add him on screen here. Here we go. Okay, so let me scoot on in. There we go. Let's get back on in. Tyler, can you hear us, buddy?
Hey, yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
How's it going, man?
Good.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. I was just watching the sponsors there, and I was trying to tell people where to go to catch this. So You got to go to the special videos. You got to go to the videos section on your page. It looks like, right?
We have it pinned to the top. It's our first post right now, up top.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, it's probably popped up now. Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I was just trying to did a little quick.
And I also sent you a link there.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I'm watching it right now on my desktop. So, cool. So yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Hey man, thanks for coming on. Those are some nice covers you got there, bud.
So what I wanted to do is just first thing is just I wanted to offer some special stuff just for this show. So what I ended up doing was I've got some of these Venom 18s still in a box here at my house, and I want to do some little mini Venom Remark signatures. I don't really offer that normally, so I got these sets, with a little Venom Remark, and they come with COAs, and I've got a couple of things that I put on my website, deals just for Conline that I created. So there's a tab on my website, like right at the top, that I've got specials just for this show, and these can all be graded too. So if someone buys these, they can get them graded through you guys. I'm only offering 20 of these sets with the signature like that. So if they buy them from my site, we can get them to you guys for the grading, and maybe you can explain how that works later on. But so yeah, I just wanted to quickly show what it is that I've got. I've got some other special slabs online right now too, on my site, that I've got discounted right now. Just wanted to throw these up just so people can kind of see. And these are all on TylerKirkhamArt.com. I wanted to have something to offer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a couple of other things. Plus, I have a discount code for today only. So the discount code is just Comic Online. And it saves you 10% off the entire purchase. So
good deal, man.
I'll bring these up a couple times just to show people if they're joining in. But I want to do some sketches and some remarks. I'm going to start by doing a little remark on this Venom #1. I got like 2 copies of this left sitting at the house.
I think it's that one. I have one of yours. It was actually the first time you and I actually formally met. Was in Orlando a year and a half ago. I picked that. I think it was that one up. I think it was Venom #1, and had you remark it. And one of the cool things about your remarks, your very unique remarks in the way that you do things. A lot of creators will just kind of draw a single color sketch. However, for the people that are tuning in that are not familiar with Tyler's remarks, he puts a lot of work into them, man, and they're worth every penny.
Oh, thanks, man. If I can find my tools, these. I had a nice white marker somewhere, but I might jump back to this, man. Okay, I can't find my white marker now. No idea where it went. I'll jump back to this in a minute. But I'm gonna do I've got a couple of these out too that I'm gonna sketch on.
Oh, there we go.
Them up. So these are my sketchbooks. These actually are not on my website. The regular color cover edition is on my website, but these I don't really have available anywhere right now. So they came in some of my mystery bags last year, and that was the only way you could get it. So I figure I'll do a couple sketches on these, and maybe we can auction them off or do a claim or something.
Yeah, well, we can auction them off. That'd be fun. The way everybody gets a chance to get it instead of just that whoever has the fastest fingers.
Exactly. Yeah. Now let's see. So I can't tell. Are people in here? Like,
they're over to the side here. I'm looking at some of them. Whenever something pops up, like let's see. One guy asks, "How does getting a sketch or a remark done live today work?" Basically, guys, what he's going to do is he's going to be sketching stuff right here as he was explaining and doing the remarks live. And then once he's finished, we will set those items up and we will set a time limit on it, and we will auction each thing off. Let's see how much to grade through you guys. But by grading is $50 for CGC Signature Series. That's currently the only company we offer. Let's see. What else do we have here? Whoever has the fattest wallet. And if you guys go to TylerKirkhamArt.com, if you'd like to check out those deals he has up, the promo code is Conline, one word, and you get 10% off everything. Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. So because I couldn't get that Venom remark going, I'm going to draw Venom on here.
I mean, the good choice. Venom is always a good choice. There's almost as many Venom fans as I think there are Spider-Man fans anymore.
I agree, man. I mean, especially in the last couple of years. I mean, I'm not going to say it's because of the movie or anything, but I think the movie is because of the recent uptake in fan love.
Well, I mean, you get good creators on books. Venom's always been a great character, and then when you had guys like Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman hit that book, it definitely elevated it. And then when you get opportunities for guys like you to get on and do just some phenomenal covers over, I mean, you've done almost one for every single issue. If I'm
no, I wish, man. No, I've done about, what is it, on issue 26 now, or 27, almost 27.
Yeah,
I've done. I did 1 through 4. I've really only done less than 10 out of the 20.
That's still. I mean, that's a lot of covers for a book that, normally when a book hits around 5, people stop doing the exclusive variants for it. But this one has just been. I mean, you really can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just it's so fun to draw too.
Now, is there anything you've done with Venom that, like famously with like Jim Lee with Batman's boot with the tread and stuff like that, where he added it and he was kind of like, crap, why did I do that? I have to do that every time now. Is there something you've done with Venom that you kind of look back at now, like why did I do that?
No, not really, man. I know what you're talking about, but not with Venom, because I feel like every time he's so organic that he doesn't, even if you drew it one time, it wouldn't have to be there the next time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the symbiote's constantly possibly changing, and so no, not really. Luckily, I haven't ran into anything like that. No, Stegman probably has.
So in doing the symbiotes, Venom probably being, I don't know if it's your favorite or not, but obviously one of the go-to. Is there another symbiote that you just enjoy drawing just as much as Venom?
Not really. I mean, Carnage is fun to draw, but I just feel like I don't. I mean, I enjoy drawing him. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't really drawn too many of the other ones. I know there was one cover I did that had like 4 or 5 of them on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to explore doing that more, but I just haven't had the opportunity to really, you know what I mean, get to do it too often. So I want to draw Agent Venom though. I haven't drawn that character. I would like to do some sort of cover with.
Probably my favorite Venom character is the Flash Thompson.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I mean, I like guns. My favorite character is Cable, so it just kind of it goes for me. Now you've been doing a lot of DC work lately too, solicited DC work.
Yeah.
We had Aquaman. There's was it Batman and the Outsiders, I think as well, and a few others. Now, have you enjoyed working with one title more so than the others? Just because of the things you can play with?
Well, that Aquaman stuff, dude, that's all me just exploring my own ability, I guess you could say. 'Cause I mean, it's all digital. It's all digitally painted.
Yeah.
Which I'm still getting the grasp of, right? I'm still learning as I'm going. I've only been doing that type of art for like, gosh, a year, maybe not even that. I don't know. I've trying to color my own stuff now for a couple of years, here and there, not all the time, because some things I'm just not qualified for. But the Aquaman stuff, I'm just challenging myself and really trying to see if I can do it. And then I'm like nervous the whole time I'm doing them because I just don't know how the end result's going to be. But
they've
luckily they turned out.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I hope to do more. Actually, I'm really having a lot of fun on them.
See, John Strawbacker says, "Love the work. Just ordered Immortal Hulk from your site. Can't wait to see it in person."
Oh, nice, man. Thank you.
Let's see. I can't. Sentima Tan, Saitama. Tyler Venom covers are hot from the recent secret variant that sold out in seconds.
So I wanted to say something about that. If you guys don't know, I mean, if people don't know this, a lot of people might not know this, but this is Venom 25. So this set, right? This was the Venom 25 set.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if a lot of people knew this, but that character is his first appearance is actually in this issue.
Yeah.
If I can find it.
I'm not sure. Like, I know the character's name, but have they named him yet in the book?
See, I don't know. I mean, I know his name too, but I don't know if any information has been released yet. So I'm not gonna say just because I don't know. But
sorry, guys, we
some
can't.
people don't know. Yeah, but he's in 25, guys. Like so, and I have these sets currently right now on my site as well. And of course, like I said, you can get that discount code, Comic Online, one word. And this is actually his first appearance. You know, people think that 26 is the first appearance, but it's actually 25.
Yeah, I think some behind the scenes stuff, when we were looking into doing some stuff, some exclusives, you know, we were kind of told that, you know, this 26 was going to be a first appearance of a major character. You know, not going to tell you whether he's good or bad or whatever, but, well, you know, Tyler, but, you know, and that's kind of one of the things we were going on looking at. So I wonder if that, you know, the art, do the artists determine what the first appearance is because they draw the interior, or is that Marvel?
I don't think they do, man. No, I think it's probably like Donnie or something has created this. I mean, Stegman probably designed the look of the characters, you know, but Donnie probably has a description of what he pictures in his head. You know what I mean? And then they probably just say, "Hey, Marvel, you know, I want to release this new character," and then it just probably lines up with wherever the story is on what issue it's going to be. You know what I mean?
Art Germ says, "Yay, Tyler, kickstarting Comic-Con line, rocket, my friend."
Right on, man. What's up, dude? You guys have been working together for a while now,
huh? Yeah, like we've been since about 2018. We've been kind of doing stuff. We've been friends since the beginning of 2018, and really just ran into the Art Germ Collectibles thing. We kickstarted it in December of 2018.
Okay. Where did you guys meet?
My Facebook group.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I run the Collector's Corner with several of my friends, and that's really where it kicked off. We did a Q&A with him, and you know, it was kind of off to the races from there.
Cool, man.
Let's see. Dave All says Codex is Null's adversary.
There you go, Codex. Okay, so the name is out.
They did name him.
So usually, if you're drawing and you're not live, is there something you listen to or watch while you're drawing a lot of times?
Yeah, I mean, lately I've just been watching like my DVR shows, you know, on DirecTV. Like I got a cable box in my office, and I just watch like Ghost Hunters, and so I watch a lot of paranormal stuff.
Dude, I
have to look up. you don't have to look up that often. You know, if they see something, then you can look up. You know, you can look at the TV.
Have you watched?
So I watched that. What's that?
Ghost Adventurers.
Oh, I love, dude. That's the best one.
Yeah, I picked that up about like 6 months ago on Amazon. Started watching that, and the Doll Island episode really freaked me out on that one.
Dude. Yeah, see, that's one that I like that one so much that I actually watch. I have to watch that one. You know, like I like to watch the whole whole episode.
Ghost Hunters, they did one here in St. Augustine, which is about 30 minutes south of here, and they were
wow, is that the lighthouse? Yeah, the lighthouse.
Dude, you will not get me in that damn thing. No, sir. No way, no how. I don't know if I believe in that stuff, but I'm damn sure not willing to find out after seeing that.
Yeah, that lighthouse was like one of the best episodes, man. I think they've been there maybe twice
that thing
or something.
Popped over the edge and then shot up like 12 flights of stairs. Nope.
Yeah, man, that's a classic right there, dude. So that's close to your house or close to you guys?
Yeah, it's 30 minutes away.
Oh, wow. I'd love to. Yeah, I'd probably be too scared to go in there myself, but I'd like to see it, you know.
It was it's about an hour 15 or so from Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah. So next time you come down to MegaCon, maybe you take a trip, stay a day, take a trip, go get the shit scared out of you.
How far is Sarasota then?
From here, it's about 5 hours, give or take.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are you guys going out there tomorrow?
No, we have a crew that's going out there. We actually have them. They're going to be there today. They should be there right about now. The Brian Weeks and Stephen Davis, the Alpha and Omega guys, are part of Conline, and so since he's a CGC facilitator, he's going to be out there doing an interview, which would have been with you had this COVID thing not kicked back up as heavy as it has. And I was a little nervous to go down there with as bad as it is, but Brian was perfectly willing, so I let him.
Hey, do you guys know if you can get sketchbooks graded like this?
Yeah.
Can you? Oh, okay. I should be able to, right?
I think you can get the single, like just the artboard, the Bristol graded even.
Oh yeah, you can. You're right. Never mind. You're right. You can. I just didn't know if they graded, because this is a book, like this is book format, so I didn't know if they did like yellow label on it, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, they should. Let's see.
That means someone can get it graded if they wanted.
Man, Reyes Del Sol says, just picked up Ripley's Believe It or Not True Ghost Stories talking about ghosts. Yeah, the Ripley's Believe It or Not museums in St. Augustine as well.
There's one in Orlando.
Oh, there is? Okay, so there's a bunch of those apparently.
Yep. They're like Walmart's.
Oh, yeah. So the low rent ghost stories, is that what you're trying to say?
Something for everybody.
Yeah. Ariel Diaz says that pin is the best.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a new purchase for me. I've got some other brush pens, but this one is pretty sweet. I mean, these are refillable. And you get some nice textures with it. So you can get some nice thin lines, but also fill in big, black areas like this too. So these are good for just kind of quick sketching like this, where you don't want to look for a bunch of different tools.
Yeah, she says it works so well. Apparently, we have I think Ariel's looking for sponsorship.
Best way to do it. So with conventions not going right now, I want to talk about some of the happy convention moments. What's your favorite convention to attend?
Probably I'm either San Diego. Well, okay, my top San Diego, New York, MegaCon, and Seattle. So it's hard, man, because every year is different. I love MegaCon because we're huge Disney fans, so we always stay like 3, 4, 5 days after MegaCon just to go to spend some time at Disney. So that really sucks that we're not able to do that right now.
Yeah,
because my kids just love it, and like they were looking forward to it. We had it all planned out again for this past MegaCon. We had our hotel booked and everything, Had the wife and kids flights all ready to go. But I really enjoy San Diego a lot. I mean, it's because I don't always set up there. I always just kind of go as more of a fan. So I'll do like one or two signings, or I'll do a panel here or there. But I try to go to San Diego and to enjoy it. So
Yeah.
I probably have the most fun with that one because you can have a little bit more of a leisure experience, you know.
I haven't been as a fan. The only time I've ever been was working with Art German. It was, it was
San Diego.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I bet that was crazy.
It was. It was. I had everybody telling me the secrets of getting around San Diego. You know, well, you got to come out this door and cut this way, and then go up the stairs, and then come down, and then that'll get you to the other side of the center the fastest. I'm like, all right.
I needed that.
Did it work? Probably doesn't work, huh?
No, it works.
Oh, okay.
Like, you cannot, like, if you want to get from one end to the other, you know, it takes like an hour if you're trying to walk through everybody.
Oh, totally.
But if you go out into the hall and you do your little, you know, there's a couple little areas that most people try to walk through. In and out real quick.
Yep.
So what is probably one of your favorite places? Do you have places that you have to go eat whenever you go to each convention?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, if I go to San Diego, I have to go get tacos somewhere, you know, or some seafood platters. Got to do that in Seattle as well, you know. I'm not too crazy, like, you know, if I go to, you know, I don't have to go get New York pizza or Chicago pizza. You know, it's like I feel like once I've done that, I don't know if I have to do it again. But definitely the seafood stuff though on coastal areas like Seattle or like San Diego and that. You know, I remember the first time I had. Do you guys like iced coffee?
Yeah.
So I had that nitro brew in Seattle.
Yeah.
For the first couple of years ago, and I was like, holy crap. So it hadn't made its way here yet, you know.
Yeah.
This was a few years ago, but so every time I went to Seattle, I had to go to that Starbucks, you know, every morning to get that nitro brew.
Man, the funny thing is in San Diego this year, you know, we had to get coffee like 4, 5, 6 times a day, right? Because that con is utterly draining.
Yeah, exhausting.
So I'm out there, you know, you have to wait in line for like an hour just to get the Starbucks. But you look over, they have the cold brew little booth set up in the middle of the aisle, and nobody was going through it. So that's when I started just going there, and I was sold on cold brew for the rest of the time.
Oh yeah,
nobody wanted it. Now they're selling cans, bottles.
Yeah, now they're like everywhere, and every different company has their own version, and cold lattes, and you know, all sorts of different things.
Yeah, it still can't. Have you had the one in the can yet? From the Starbucks,
like the double shot ones or whatever.
No, they have them in a can, and they're like filled with they're like nitrogen infused.
Oh wow, really? No, I haven't had that.
So when you crack it, it makes that weird some kind of like exhaust sound, and
it's like having a beer. It's like cracking open a beer or something.
I guess, yeah, but it's tasty, man.
Wow.
You drink 2 of them at 6, you're up till 3.
Yeah.
I know.
Is it considered like a nitro brew?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I gotta look for that, man.
I've probably got some empty cans in the trash around here somewhere. I'd show it to you. But
I'm sure they got them at grocery stores.
Yeah, Walmart they definitely do. It's usually just over by that little you know, where they usually have all the Starbucks products right there where you're checking out.
Cool.
So, but they only sell them.
How did this Comic Online thing come about? I mean, I know you guys did it a couple months ago.
So we were on our, we were going to do Kansas City with our Germ Collectibles. You know what I mean? I was excited because Kansas City is my hometown, and I was just ready. I was ready to go back. Greg was excited. All the guys were excited. We were 3 days away, and everything cancels.
Yeah.
We had already shipped all of our stuff, so I'm just like, shit. My feelings were hurt because there's going to be no conventions this year, and that's kind of a thing for me. I'm not an artist creator by any stretch, but I love going to see my friends and, talk to everybody and meet new creators and just kind of, I'm a social guy. So Greg and I were trying to figure something out. I'm doing videos, so we're doing our weekly creator interviews on Monday, and we're trying to find new content, something new to do. And so finally I'm just like, let's do a convention.
Nice.
Greg's like, nah, we'll. So,
that was my bad.
Well, no, I mean, to be fair, I do throw a whole lot of ideas out there that are useless. We went and, grabbed lunch. I come back and I paid no attention to his no, and I'm sitting there setting it up. And he's like, all right, I guess we're doing this. So, we just kept going. I called a few friends, see who we could get on. We had about a week to plan it. We just put that beta together in a week, and 14 hours the first day, and then some. I think it was well over because I got here like 8 a.m, and we went live at 9.
Yeah, because we had Gleason on at the end. Like, it was a surprise. Like, hey, Patrick Gleason wants to come on. Would you like to have him? And we're like, yes, let's have him.
Nice.
So it just blossomed from there, man. It started as just something for fun to try to pass the time. And then we, realized that there was an actual want for something like this. And, we've seen other ones pop up, do their thing, they're doing, and more power to them. I hope they do well, but they're not doing anything like what we're doing here.
Gotcha.
We are solely creator-based, comic-based. We're like a Heroes Con of conventions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see a lot of them trying to get the celebrities, the anime people and whatnot, which that's it's not what I know. So let's see.
Is there a book at DC you're kind of hoping you get at some point to do covers for?
Batman.
No. I'm scared of Batman, dude, to be honest. I like to draw Batman on different books, but I feel like, man, I just feel like it'd be very intimidating to do or something.
Well, I mean, given the way you've handled the Aquaman and the new styles that you're working on, I think that you, from a fan's perspective, I think you would do well. I think it would be awesome. Plus, from a business perspective, you do Batman.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be doing some more interiors actually for DC coming up very soon. Can't say what it is, but it's Batman. It's in the Batman world, so awesome. I'm excited about that. But I like drawing characters like when I did that Hawkman cover, I was like, no, this is a lot of fun. Characters that are a little bit more obscure. You don't see them too often. They're not really, really, really popular. I like doing that stuff. Like I really enjoyed doing like the Blue Beetle covers because I feel like I can put with Batman. There's just so much to live up to. There's so many good covers. There's so many good artists that work on it, and a lot of like iconic pieces already, right? So you get a character like a Blue Beetle or something like that, and you can like create awesome images of this character that maybe people are going to remember. I really enjoyed doing all the like Hal Jordan covers because I had freedom to do it like basically whatever I wanted. I was just like come up with really cool Green Lantern and Hal Jordan images, when you're doing something like Batman, there's typically more rules, more guidelines, certain things that have to be done, which is all fine, but I like being able to kind of mess around and explore these other characters as well. Like I want to do more Deathstroke stuff, you know.
Now, when you're doing like the covers for DC, do you prefer doing the A cover or the B cover?
Doesn't really matter. The only thing that's cool about the B cover is it's it's going to be kind of virgin, like very limited trade dress. So that's the only upside.
They also give you a little more freedom as far as what you want to do for it.
Yeah,
I know a lot
they do.
Have to be story related on the A cover.
Yep. Yes, cover B is more freedom for sure.
With your Hawkman cover, that was the acetate cover. What was the process on doing? Is it any different doing an acetate cover, having to do 2 images that are in a lineup like that?
Yeah. There basically had to draw 2 completely different covers, and they had to overlap. One had to layer over, completely cover the bottom layer.
Yeah.
I actually did 2. I did a cover for I think it was Detective Comics. It didn't end up getting used though. It was like I did a Mr. Freeze and his wife acetate cover, and like the story changed or something, and we didn't end up using it. So I got paid for it, but it didn't get used.
Let's see. Someone asked, how did Tyler get into comics and eventually illustrating comic covers? And is Tyler an avid comic reader?
I got into. I mean, I've always, I was a comic reader growing up. That's how I knew I wanted to do it, and I always just obviously like to draw. There's always that element, right? But I tried pursuing it right out of high school, and I would send my work in. I would go to local conventions, and one in Vegas or something, and which isn't local, but my parents took me to a couple of conventions, and I just really loved the art form. And I would send my stuff in to publishers, and I wasn't nearly ready or anything, but I met an editor at Top Cow, who was kind of my in, right? Like, I had a friend living in California. He took my work into the Top Cow studio, and I got like a foot in the door that way. I had an editor. I knew someone that I could continuously send work to, so I would send this person new work every couple of years or every few months or something like that, right? I can't even remember, but I hold on, some of this out here. Eventually, she thought I was good enough to do an internship, but she put me on a book called The Gift, which was like an independent book. So I did 6 issues or more of this independent book called The Gift, which ended up getting picked up. Yeah, Raven Gregory. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that book. Yeah.
It got picked up by Image eventually, and so that was my first work. And yeah, and then I started doing stuff for Top Cow. Like The Darkness and Strike Force.
You hear a lot of creators getting their start through Top Cow. I know, David Nakayama, John Taylor Christopher got his start through Top Cow. Sora Sung got her start through there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know about Sora and John Tyler.
Yeah, his first cover was a Witchblade cover.
Oh wow, cool. No, I honestly think that Top Cow and Wildstorm are the 2 kind of small publishers or small imprints that brought the most people into the industry. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. They definitely have made a mark as far as farming talent, I guess.
Yeah, like Top Cow had, gosh, man, Dave Finch, Andy Park, Billy Tan, Brian Ching, Kucha, Michael Turner, Joe Benitez. And then there was guys like me, Eric Basildua, Dave Nakayama, Mike Choi. Yeah, I mean, they've been like a farm for, no pun intended, man, a farm for talent,
Huh. I mean, that's probably why they're still well known long after the 90s, Yeah.
I mean, I'm still doing some cool stuff. Let's see, this is almost done.
And don't forget, and I had a long talk with Sora about how to pronounce his name. Japan.
Oh, Stepan Sejic. Yeah. Sejic. Stepan Sejic.
Yeah. Like we spent half an hour trying to pronounce his name one day.
Yeah, he's the man. Me and him got a lot of history, actually, dude. I kind of helped him get his in at Top Cow. Actually, I saw his work online and was like, dude, I gotta have this guy color some of my stuff. And I showed his samples to Top Cow because I was like, look at how good this guy is. I want him to color me. And he was such a good artist, you know what I mean? Like, he did his own art anyways. But he actually ended up coloring, was it maybe two books of mine, I think, 1 or 2 books. And he was just so good that, he started doing his own stuff immediately. His own covers, his own interiors. But it was a pleasure to get to work with him for a few minutes. And he taught me some digital stuff too back then too, like some Photoshop tricks and stuff like that. Hold on a second. I gotta grab some water for this brush.
If you guys head over, you see there under right down here, JJ's Comic and Art was kind enough to type up the website, TylerKirkhamArt.com. The promo code is ComicConline, one word, for 10% off of your order. We've already had some people grab some really cool stuff. Someone grabbed a Hulk. I think someone grabbed a Venom set. And there's a bunch of stuff up there. And if you guys are wondering what's going on with this piece here, as soon as he is finished, we're going to set up and auction that off. We'll run it for a couple of minutes. I recommend leading with what you're willing to pay for it. Don't start low, because we will have a set time.
Yeah, guys. While you're just mentioning the Tyler Kirkham art stuff, so just for you guys that are new on the stream here, I'm doing this just little mini Venom remark. There's only 20 of these sets on my site. I got them priced accordingly. I don't really do this signature often, so I just thought, hey, I'll do something fun just for this Comic Online show, and they come with COAs. And I put 20 of those on the site. They're at the top of the website, and those are only going to be available today. There's a few things that are only going to be available today that I have discounted. Let's see, so I wanted to put a little bit of brush work on here.
Let's see. Goro187. No, he does not write Venom. He is a cover artist, variant cover artist for Venom, those specific issues of Venom. He's also doing stuff over at DC right now, Aquaman to be specific. So you should go check that out. Some amazing covers there. Little texture.
So who's coming up on here after me?
Mike Mayhew.
Oh, nice. So he's in Florida, right?
Yes, he is at CGC right now.
I'll have to take a look at that because I'm curious to, I want to see what they got going on down there.
Yeah, they're gonna. Our guys are gonna be set up in I guess a conference room, and they'll be interviewing him. Maybe he'll be doing some remarks or signing some books or something.
Cool.
Probably.
Someone asked, would rubbing alcohol hurt Aquaman? shouldn't dry out his skin. Yeah, I would imagine.
Oh, man. Aquaman definitely gets his fair share of crap, doesn't he?
He does, but apparently he is as strong as Superman
Underwater.
underwater.
So what was the process of finding out? Like you're using the whiteout pen earlier now with the brush and the splatter. Like, did you just sit down over time and kind of test different things and figure out like what fits your style best?
Yeah, and it's not always the same either. You know what I mean? Like I don't always use brush, but sometimes it adds a nice little extra element. But yeah, honestly, just experimenting, just really trying to come up with some fun techniques that I could do at conventions or, and I mean, even if I draw something digitally, I have like a splatter brush, that kind of mimics what I'm doing here anyways.
So you can't wait for Tyrone to finish my sketch cover. Apparently someone's trying to lay claim to this. Let's see. King of Chicken of the Sea, Aquaman. Come on, that's just cold, man.
Oh man, poor guy. You guys see that Family Guy episode though?
Yeah.
I don't remember the skit, but it was funny as heck, man.
It was just a couple guys in a boat and he's in the water.
Yeah, something like that. But I don't know. I don't remember what he's doing though exactly.
Now, earlier you mentioned you're going to be doing some interiors. Is there a creator you'd like to work with, like writer-wise, like somebody you'd like to do art for that you really kind of follow right now?
Yeah. I really like James Tynan. Me and him have kind of become friends. I'd like to work with him. We've talked about we got a couple of things that we've talked about doing. I really like Tom Taylor. But I've also really enjoyed working with other guys that I've already worked with, like James Bonney, who wrote Deathstroke and wrote some Superman stuff for me. I'd really like to work with him again. Tony Bernard, who I did all the Green Lantern stuff with.
Wow. Yeah, the Deathstroke stuff. It's one of my, I don't know. I have a few favorite DC characters: Red Hood, Deathstroke, and then now Godspeed.
Yeah, me too, man. I like the masked. I love those masked characters.
I mean,
Okay.
like Godspeed needs to be the main speedster, in my opinion, because that is the coolest damn name for a speedster ever.
That is a great name.
It's a cool costume too, solid white with the yellow. I mean, okay,
all
so
right.
is this
We
guy?
can auction this off, man. However you guys want to do this.
Okay, so how did we? We're gonna time it here. So we'll run it for what do you say, 2 minutes, and we'll talk, on over. And once it reaches, we'll start the timer. And once it reaches, or do you want to?
What do you want to start it at?
Either works fine.
I mean, I don't know. You were.
Oh, we can show the timer here.
Okay, we'll just show the timer. So we're gonna start it. What do you want to start it at, bud?
Oh, I don't know. At least $100.
Okay, so we'll start it at 100, and once we get to 2 minutes, we'll show the timer. Whatever's popping over on our screen at the time, that's going to be the winner. And go. All right. So,
Hold this for 2 minutes now.
yeah. Well, I think you can maybe pop it down.
This is fine.
Okay, I can get you a box. We can set it up.
Open bid $100.
There we go.
To Dave Al.
And once you bid for this, this will be this does not include grading, guys. Grading will be on top of it, and then you can contact Alpha and Omega Certification. And we have a whole 350. Holy cow! All right, 350
from Alfredo.
Yep. All right.
Nice.
Go big or go home, he says.
Oh,
What'd you do?
We still got it.
Okay. All right. It says well rip. All right. So the next thing you're going to be doing, right, is you're going to be doing a remark for.
Yeah, I'm going to do a quick remark after this.
So here's a bit of trivia here, I guess. How old were you when you found out it was spelled with a QUE instead of ARK?
Oh, yesterday years old.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, I do both, man. Even though I know that it can be spelled that way, I don't always spell it that way.
Yeah, I think it was last year is when I found out. And Monty Moore is actually the one that
from Dylan.
Holy shit, 500.
Oh, awesome, dude.
Yeah. Big money, no whammies. Holy shit. All right. So I always found that interesting, that remark.
Yeah, and I don't even know. I mean, like, is that the proper way to do it, or is it just an option?
The proper way, QUE actually describes a small sketch.
Oh, okay.
By an artist, whereas ARK is a speak.
550 came in there.
550 from Alfredo Agon. I'm sorry.
Not even 8 seconds. Yeah, I don't even know the time. I think or is it over?
From our thing, we had. Oh wait. So, did that guy get in or not? I don't know because we are on a delay. I don't know where we are on the screen. JJ or somebody on our team that's watching, who won it? Pat Gleason says 6 Venom, Tyler.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Rich Capabianco says the 600 wins. He's an official member of the Conline team, so we'll listen to him. So Dylan Klett.
Awesome. Thanks, Dylan.
So
appreciate it, buddy.
We will get with you guys. You just want us to have him get with you?
Yeah, and then if he wants to get it graded, we'll have to.
Yeah, just directly to our guys at Alpha and Omega Certification.com, and we will. He'll get you taken care of, Dylan. So that's awesome, man. Well, I mean, very happy with that.
So is he going to email your guys then directly, or what?
He can. He can. He can email. He can send you email our guy. Dylan, actually message him right now, get everything set up to take care of his grading, if that's what he wants.
Okay, yeah. Then Dylan, email me just so I got your information as well, man. And it's just Tyler Kirkham at Gmail. Super simple. Tyler Kirkham at gmail.com.
Someone says maybe Tyler would want to do an extra one for the $550 bidder.
Oh man.
Yeah, time maybe. You are
maybe, yeah. I'm gonna do just a tiny because of the time frame. I'm gonna do a little Spider-Man up in here.
All righty.
Something kind of small.
So Mike Mayhew does not start until 2:30. So if you have to run a little bit over, that's why we put the big gap in between. Just
gotcha.
in case things run over.
Cool, man. Let's see.
Dave said maybe he'd do it for the 100 bidder too. No, I don't think so. There we go. Sort of almost like a reflection in the eye.
Yeah, this will be a little smaller, so we'll start it. Well, I just don't have all my stuff. I didn't get prepared, guys. Sorry.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's fine. This has been a very fun interview and / panel. I mean, that's kind of what the whole setup of this is. We want to set up for the creators to be able to sell and make all the money that they're missing out on by going to conventions. Well, obviously you're not going to make all the money in 1 hour, but it just gives something and another way to interact with fans and a way to maybe get into some other some new fans that from someone that you streaming from your profile would normally reach.
Yeah, totally.
Dave says I gotta shoot my shot. I don't make enough money to afford an original Kirkham. You gave it a shot.
Now, when you do the covers, do you take into consideration, like, hey, I'm going to put a spot on this to sign later on or remark?
I wish I did that, man, because I never leave myself a good spot. I feel I'm always trying to fight with the cover, like unless I use a lot of whiteout or something, you know. Um, there are some open. Luckily, I'll get some open covers that just lend themselves to a remark, but I typically fill the page up with crap, you know.
JJ asks, how long will you have the code, the promo code available for?
Today, just today.
Okay,
yeah.
so today,
thanks for sharing that, JJ. By the way.
So has anybody like tried to get like? Have you had any weird remark requests? Like someone asked you to draw something like in Venom's mouth being mashed by his teeth or something like that. Just kind of some over the top stuff that.
Let me think on. Let me think about that. I know there has been some weird ones, but nothing that stands out as crazy. I mean, I've had weird sketch requests. Like I remember I did. What was it Superman shirtless, with a gut and a bag of chips?
Is this after Avengers Endgame with Thor?
No, it's not. This was years ago. I don't know why, but it was an odd one for sure. I did it though. I drew it. I mean,
has anyone ever asked you to like draw the furries?
No.
No.
You're like, yeah, dude. Well, I mean, our guys get those requests from time to time. Asking people to draw the furry, like the half human, half fox stuff.
Oh, okay. I've drawn some My Little Pony stuff. I've done like the occasional pony, or a friend of mine. He's a huge fan of like hedgehogs, like actual hedgehogs.
Yeah.
And I think he has a pet hedgehog or something. And he had me do a hedgehog who laughs. So it was an actual hedgehog with a Batman who laughs, like piece on his head, man. It was an odd one, man, but I thought it turned out kind of cool.
Now, any other loaded questions there?
Is there either a cover or a panel you'd like to have a mulligan on that you kind of like go back and redo, maybe one that keeps you up at night?
Probably. I mean, honestly, every book from like the few years before, like I don't look at old stuff, man. Like I just try to. If I go back and look at my stuff from like 5 years ago, I can't stand it, man. And then if I go back even further than that, I'm like, oh, it just gets me down. So I wouldn't say that's one thing. And there was a time where I was doing some stuff for Marvel that I had some other things going on in my life. I was, had another job. I was just doing different things, and I was rushing through the work, and I just, you know what I mean? It shows. It really shows. So there's definitely some things that I look back and be like, wow, I didn't do nearly as good of a job as I could have or should have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's not one specific thing that drives me nuts.
Chris asked, where are the remarks on the website? I can't find them. I would assume that's probably because they might be sold out at this point.
Well, no, I didn't have any actual remarks on the site. The remarks and stuff were what we're doing here.
It is the 20 sets of the Venom 25.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you might be talking to those. Yeah, those are on there. The little mini Venom remarks.
Yeah.
So if these ones are on there, these are the little Venom remark SIGs. I have this set on there.
Down there at the bottom, guys. Hold those back up again, Tyler. I think that's maybe what they're missing is that little the Venom head.
It's a mini signature remark. That's all it is. I mean, and I got the whole set on there with sign and COA for like $70. I mean, these are without that, they're on there anyways for $60. So I only added $10 more for. So yeah, and there's only 20 of those guys. So
that's rather inexpensive for a Tyler Kirkham remark. You're normally what, around $100?
Yeah, I mean, I tip like this one right here. I would typically charge like $100 at a convention, even though it's really small. But
yeah, they're up there right now on the site.
Yeah,
it's the first time.
You see them on there?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect.
Let's see. Someone I saw earlier said they would love to see you do Spawn.
Oh yeah. I would definitely be down to do some Spawn pages. I don't know if you guys saw that charity piece I did for the COVID stuff for the comic shop relief thing that Jim Lee was promoting. But I did a Spawn. You'd have to go back on my page and see it. But I did a commando Spawn.
Was it Shane Davis? I believe Shane Davis we had talked to about that, and then he had kind of said, from what he was saying, every artist was bringing like their A+ superstar, like this is going to be my awesome piece because of what everybody else was doing. Did you kind of have that going into that piece that you did?
I did my best on it, but I also, they let me just choose whoever I wanted to draw. And I just barely shipped out the original like a week and a half ago, or I'd show you guys, but it's on my Instagram and stuff like that. But Jim Lee was the one that was kind of like pushing these. So of course you want to try to do your best work, right?
Oh yeah.
Brandon Ellis asks, will you consider making that piece of print?
Which one, man?
The one you did for the charity event.
Oh, I'm waiting for my colors to color it, and then I actually really want to make a print of it, yes. Arif Prianta, who colors a lot of my stuff, he's got the file, and as soon as he colors it, I want to do something with it,
Yeah.
So this is just a little mini remark, guys, we can throw up.
Okay, so
pretty good. We'll start at like $50.
Okay, so we'll start that one at 50, and we'll go what? You want to go 1 minute on that one? I think that'd be enough.
1 minute?
Yeah.
Tell me when to start.
And go. So we'll have our guys, either Rich, JJ, Brian, Steven, any of you seeing when you see that hit 0 on your screen, just look at above, and whoever is there, let me know who won it.
Jerry Posey's on the board for $50.
There we go. Let's see, man. I want to set a Venom one day. I'd love to see.
Paul S. Lee is at $150.
There we go. That Alfred.
I had like 2 of these copies left, so
200. So we got about 15 seconds left, guys. Get your bids in now.
This is for that Venom sitting on the
desk right there. If you look at his eye, it's remarked, and he's got that nice white signature there across the tongue. 2, 1, and 0. That's the best ringtone ever.
I'm changing it after this.
Would they do like a remix of that or something?
No, there's a Scrubs podcast, and they have ringtone now.
All right, so who was the winner, guys?
I believe it's going to be Alfredo there.
I think so as well. I don't think anybody beat him on that one. Yep. Looks like it. So we'll give it to Alfredo and at $200 for that one. Big spin.
Awesome, Alfredo. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Alfredo, again, man, email me, tylerkirkham@gmail.com, and then you can email these guys for if you want to get it graded.
Yeah,
and
for the email, Alpha Omega. I don't know exactly what it. Brian, what is your email? Go ahead and post it up in the comments there. I should know it, but I don't. Anyways, Tyler, man, I really want to thank you for coming on and being a part of this. It's been a blast, dude, getting to catch up with you. And
yeah, thanks so much, guys.
draw.
I appreciate it, man. And again, if it, I'm going to have the sale on my site the rest of the day, guys. 10% off. I've got that special section for the Conline stuff that I've kind of discounted. Got some slabs on there, and of course the little mini remarks, signature remarks. And that's going to end today. So just use discount code Comic Online, and I'll get you 10% off. So, Dylan, I got your email. I'm going to reply to you now. And if you want, guys, send me that email for the CGC stuff, and I'll just forward it to these guys.
Okay. Brian, if you heard that, send that, contact Tyler. Okay, so it's alphacertification@gmail.com. We'll get it. I'll get it sent to you as soon as we're off air here, bud.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much for having me.
All right, man. We'll see you soon.
We'll see you.
All right, guys, with that, we'll go ahead and get some more sponsor obligations out of the way here. If you guys want to check out some of our fantastic Comic Conline sponsors, we have the Short Box Podcast. Short Box is an award-winning comic book and pop culture podcast based in Jacksonville, Florida, created in 2012 and hosted by, is it Vader or Porter? But the R is at me. Okay. Cesar, Ed, Ashley, and Drew. The show is on its 6th season of releasing weekly opinionated discussions centered around comic and pop culture topics. Industry professionals, actors, musicians, and content creators regularly join the show to chat about projects and the latest favorite news. If you ever asked what's worth checking out, look no further and take a listen. Find it on Spotify, every podcast after. So check them out. You can also check out the show we were on last week. Yeah. So we also have JJ's Comics and Arts, owned by John Jesperson. JJ's Comics and Art has been supporting Comic Conline from the very beginning. Head over to their Instagram bio to check out the latest they have to offer. Lots of stuff like that. Helps out pretty much everybody. Not a whole lot.
We have Scott's Collectibles. They rep top creators in the business, and they were kind enough to let us do the clients of the show. And Scott's Collectibles, code IUK. See the latest offerings.
Major Pain Comics is a new retailer looking to make an instant positive impact on the industry. Go to www.majorpain, that's PAYNE.com, to see what they're offering today.
Alpha Omega Certification is the official CGC facilitator for Comic Conline. Check out alphaomegacertification.com for an amazing list of signature submission opportunities. You'll also see them commenting throughout the day on the posts.
We have Outright Geekery. They've had exclusive behind-the-scenes coverage of the event. Head over to www.outrightgeekery.com for the latest in comic-related news.
And the Comic Shopping Network is a hub where retailers can come together to host live sales every single day. And Jesse James Comics and Space Cadet Collections is the reach on the net. CDSN is the home for some of the best comic deals on Facebook.
And finally, we have Oasis Comics, www.oasiscomics.com, your official home for Jay Lee and David Barron exclusive covers, now available. The Power Rangers exclusive colorblind sets. Those are badass. Yeah, go get those and get you some sketches. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, that's it for this stream. We will be back shortly with Mike Mayhew.